Hello everyone and welcome back to another book review. Today I'm going to be reviewing volume 36 in a series that I have been reading for a while, Haikyu. But first of all, if you are new here, I post new book reviews almost every single day on both fiction and non-fiction books. So if you're looking to follow book reviews or you want some reading inspiration, then feel free to stick around. Now to the book review. Volume 36. So I've been reading this series for a while, and I will say that if you were watching this book review, I assume that you do not care if I spoil things that happened previous in the series. If you do need a refresher on what's happened in the series up to this point, then I have the reviews of volumes 1 through 35 on my channel that you can go back and watch. They're all on my manga playlist. But this is volume 36. In volume 36, we are following the Karasuno High School team, and the two key players who are kind of facing off in this volleyball game is Hinata over here and Kenma from the newcomer team over here. Karasuno High School is a volleyball team. They are in the Tokyo Spring Tournament. They have worked really hard to get this far, and they are trying to win the whole thing. The Karasuno High School team has beat some formidable teams leading up to this point. They are on day 3 of the tournament, and today they are playing a rival. This is a game that has stretched through several volumes, so the game against newcomer, which is the rival they're playing at this point in the series, did not begin in volume 36, but we are seeing the end of set 2 and the beginning of set 3 in volume 36. So in the previous volume, newcomer, the team that Karasuno High School is playing, won set 1. And this win was kind of a crucial win for newcomer because every time that they've played against Karasuno High School, they've won set 1, and then in return, or following that, they have won the entire game. So it's kind of setting them up to a good point. Also, in this volleyball game is played best of 3. Some games are played best of 5, but this one is best of 3. So if newcomer wins the second set, then they have taken the whole game and there's no need to play the third set. So Karasuno has kind of been backed up against the ledge. They have to win set 2. It's a non-negotiable. Newcomer, although they want to win set 2 to wrap this whole thing up, they don't have to win set 2 because if they lose set 2, they can go on to play set 3. So it's really Karasuno High School that's been backed up against the edge, and they're going to have to try their best to take this set. I think that in this game, who's really showing up on these teams is Hinata. Hinata has been showing up consistently, showing how good he has gotten, how well he's grown, and he's also starting to fly, which has kind of been something that his dream has been, flying in the sense of when he goes to attack with a spike, he can get a lot of height in the air, I should say, and it's shown here. Page 1 of the volume that he's really getting some height. So this really is a battle between Kenma, who's the mastermind on the newcomer team, and Hinata, who's really showing up in this game. I have to say, as set 2 continues and set 3 begins, which I'm going to say because of course we go into set 3, that implies Karasuno wins set 2, that Karasuno seems to have momentum going on their side. Even though newcomer won set 1 and you think that they would have that momentum going into set 2, the Karasuno High School team just gets momentum going, and with that momentum they're able to just push and go, and it's really doing them a lot of favors. I think that the momentum that Karasuno has generated is going to serve them well in set 3, and that's going to set them up for a lot of success. I really enjoyed this volume. I think watching the Karasuno High School team come together as a team and really start to show up and perform in this tournament. Not that they haven't been showing up and performing in previous games, but it just feels different. It feels like things are clicking. It feels like things are finally going well for them instead of just scrambling to survive like some of the previous games have been. So volume 36 has been very enjoyable, and I loved reading. There were 2 things I just wanted to point out that aren't like plot essential, but I did think were kind of interesting. The first is they're talking about, or the author is mentioning Kenma and how Kenma first became interested in volleyball. His neighbor, who actually now plays on the same volleyball team as him, got him interested in volleyball, and they're outside bumping the ball around as kids, and he gets these small little dots on his arm from bumping the volleyball around. And if you have ever played volleyball and you're not used to playing volleyball, the action of the ball hitting your arm does cause like blood vessels to break or something, and you get little pinprick red dots from the internal bleeding, which is a very strange thing. It looks like you've gotten some sort of rash, and I've experienced that myself, so I was like, yes, I can relate to that. It does hurt. I feel like it does take quite a bit of time to get used to having a ball hit your arms and not have that breakout bleeding. The other thing that I just liked and thought was kind of sweet was we have a moment where Tsukishima, who also kind of has been showing up in this game as well, smiles, and I feel like we never get to see him smile, so I'm really glad that we got to see him smile in this game. He's very much a like serious, reserved, stoic sort of person. I feel like he doesn't really goof around. He's just kind of on the team to play, although he was a little bit more invested in volleyball after some stuff that happened in previous volumes. But him smiling is a rarity, so I'm glad that we got to see that in this volume. Overall, I enjoyed volume 36. I have volume 37 out, and I just placed holds on volumes 38 through 40. So I'm excited to continue this series and see how far Karasuno goes in the Tokyo Spring Tournament. If they win set 3, they have to win set 3, but I have a feeling that momentum is on Karasuno High School's side as we continue the series, or we continue this game in volume 37. If you've read this series or have any thoughts or comments, please let me know in the comments below. I love to get them. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.